Dear students, we exist on the earth because required amount of oxygen is available in the atmosphere, which is closest peer to the earth. The geographical conditions at different places on the earth are very different. Hence, we found that living things exist in a diverse conditions. When we live in a certain places, we adjust that geographical conditions. Various types of living things have survived because of their ability to adjust themselves to the conditions in their surrounding. Diversity is a commitment to recognizing and appreciating the variety of a characteristic that make individual unique in an atmosphere that promotes and celebrates individual and collective achievement. Various type of plants are found in many places around us. Some plants like a grass are short, while other are tall. Some plants grow underwater, while some other float on the water. We find that some plants grow even in a desert. Moreover, we find that there is a lot of variety in the same type of plant. It means that there are a different variety of rice or a wheat, different types of flowers and fruits of different flavors. Some plants grow even without a stem, leaves or roots. Dear students, plants are mainly classified in three classes, and they are autotrophic plant, heterotrophic, and insectivorous plant. Let us see about them one by one. Autotrophic plant. Some organisms are actually able to survive by making their own food. These organisms are called autotrophs or autotrophic plant. Autotrophs are also called self-feeder, and they are able to produce energy from sunlight and carbon dioxide. Therefore, they are known as a producer. The only autotrophs that we know are hibiscus, pomegranate, periwinkle, and so on. Heterotrophs. Heterotrophs are also called other feeders because they need to consume energy to sustain themselves. They are also known as a consumer, or in short, some plants like a fungus, Lorianthus, dodder use other plant for food and are said to be heterotrophic plant. Insectivorous plants. Insectivorous plants are those which draw their nutrition from insects. These plants usually grow in swamps where they don't get a proper oxygen and nutrients. For their nitrogenous supply, they are dependent on insects, and examples are pitcher plant, Venus flytrap, and sundew plant. Flytrap. The most interesting thing about this plant is how it aids flytrap lure or attract insects by the reddish lining in the leaves and by scattering a fragrant nectar. When bugs land on the jaws of the flytrap, it doesn't clamp down right away. Sensory hairs called trichomes on the side of the petals essentially count the movement from the insect. There must be at least a two movement in 20 seconds or the petals won't close. This prevents it from trapping debris or the other atom that would make a good meal. Pitcher plant. Foraging flying or crawling insect such as flies are attracted to the cavity formed by the cupped leaf, often by visual lures or attracts. The sides of the pitcher are slippery and may be grooved in such a way so as to ensure that the insect cannot climb out. Though the mechanism of a digestion, the prey is converted into the solution of amino acid, peptide, phosphate, ammonium, and urea, from which the plant obtains its mineral nutrition. In Drosera, ball-like modified leaf bears tentacles. Each tentacle secretes some nectars, which collects at the tip of the tentacle as a dewdrop. It attracts insects. An insect one approaches is held by a tentacle which bend over insect. After digestion, the tentacle opens to release the undigested part of the insect.